All praise. All praise. Yay! All praise. All praise. Happy Sabbath, family. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High God of Israel. Um, Family, tonight we're going to come to you. Uh, just a little test. This is a test. This is not a class. Well, it's a class too. You can look at it that way if you would like. You're going to learn something every time me comes. But tonight we are doing this video because this is the way we think we're going to come. We're not going to come live because the building that we're in is metal. It's I mean they got metal doors, garage door, everything. So our internet that we're working with to me is not strong enough. It just doesn't do a good job. So tonight we're running a test to see if you can see the words on the board better and to see if you can see the prophetess better because it's I gotta show this 63, y'all. We were just talking about that. It's 63. No, I'll pray. I'll pray. So we want it nice and clear for you to see because they probably thought it was some like 30-year-old girl. So no, I want them to know it's a 63-year-old woman. I'll praise. I'll praise. No distortion. So we're coming. Yes, that's right. You the God. We're coming tonight to just bring a little something to you, information, understanding, hope that you understand kind of thing. I want to break this down because we're learning how to understand how to read the Bible. We are learning how to understand what we read in the Bible. So we're not gonna. This is not a God part of the God series or anything like that. But tonight we're gonna look at verbiage and words and how they're said and um, just so that you know because the providence gets a lot of that. It includes everybody. It's talking to everybody. It's not just singling out certain people. So but we want to just take a little teensy weensy look at that. We'll take a look at that and see if that's what's going on actually in the word. So we're gonna see if you believe the word, if you believe the word how it's written, or if you believe the word with understanding. So let's take a look at Genesis. Let me pull up my. I got it over here on my thing too. Let's look at Genesis. 17:12. Now me gotta get this up here so that me can read with you guys. All right, all praise. So what I'm going to show you tonight a little bit is men because there's a big battle going on now about well when it says men it means everybody. It just was said men because no, it was said men because she's talking to men. And I'm going to show you where if she's talking to women, she'll include women. If she's talking to them specifically, she'll call them out by gender. So we got some gender stuff in here, and we've got specific for as male and female. All praise. So let's now take a look at 12, 17, 17, 12. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you. Everybody understands that, don't they? You don't get no argument. We the children, or we the ones, or we it's us. We supposed to be circumcised. Us men gotta be circumcised. You don't have a problem with that. Every what? Man, child. So when this says man, you're associating with man. Because that makes perfectly good sense. Well, how can you circumcise a woman? Well, okay, if you agree with that, you believe this. We're good. In your generations, I want to bring that to you, to your noggin. They're talking to one group of people, and they're telling that person in your generations. In this same day, you come back. You just keep coming back, try to get it right. All praise. So this is like I said, this is our fourth generation. We're getting what we're supposed to get. We're getting got. Hopefully, the getting and the gotten gets you right. That's what the prophetess is here for, to help you get right. that is born in the house or brought with money of any stranger which is not of thy seed. Meaning, back when we were a people in our own land, when you're born in the land, you're not called a stranger. But when you're born outside of the land, you're called a stranger because you don't know everything that goes on in the land. So if you come into the land, the Lord doesn't want you to treat them differently. Just teach them. Teach them how we conduct ourselves here. Imagine us now. We're in hell, burning on fire in this old Egypt, the new Egypt, rather. And the doors are opened up to our old home, the land we lived in, the land that's being trodden down. The rules, the regulations, the guidelines, the rituals, what you see, you'll be lost as someone used to say, a ball in a high weeds. So this is what Mother is saying to us. When a stranger comes in, they're still family. Don't treat them differently. They're due their rights as well, but they're called a stranger because they're strange to the land. They don't know it. They don't understand it. And they have to learn how to operate in the land. So that's what stranger is. So let's keep on going. We on one. Let's see if we got a 2 here. Oh, 1A. That's right. We have a 1A. Let me find 1A because I got to click around a little bit in mine because I don't have them in any order here. Do I have 1A? No, do I have 1A? I thought I had 1A. I got 1A. All right, I'll praise. So 1A, all God had to say was man. Remember, y'all believe that when you see man, it concludes everybody. So what is the reason for her giving an explanation over the people that she's talking to? I don't have to give an explanation. I just say man and I'm done. But listen to this. Exodus 11:2. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor. Well, why didn't it cover it when it was people? Why didn't it just cover it when it was man? Because God is telling you the women wouldn't have to do anything if it had just said people, if it had just said men. They have to do something when they're included. So it says every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. All right? Right. It's going to be a really short class, but it's something we got to look at because we get to reading this word, and now that you have a full understanding of the word, that you can read it now better. And one thing you're learning, and one thing I think it strikes a chord, because the men did not know, because the way that your enemy taught it to you, because they knew if we got their word and we can teach it to them and tell them everything, we can just lie to them. We'll have them where they'll never be right. And boy, they were the masters. Because it's like y'all not going to get it right. It is. It's like you're not going to get it right because you're waking up to a nightmare. And everything that you thought you knew, everything that you could have possibly thought you knew is a lie. But that's the goodness of the Lord. The Lord is good to bring someone to you to clear those lies up. But you're so busy fighting with it. You're fighting with it instead of accepting it. Because it's going to be what it is. You can't dispute a damn thing that I say.
All praise.
You can't dispute a word. You ain't never heard it like this, and you ain't going to hear it like this. Because I'm the Lord God that is to bring it to you, to give you understanding over the holy word that belongs to Israel.
Praise.
All praise. So let's look at Leviticus 19:3. Is this not plain and clear? Let's look at it. Ye shall fear every who?
Man.
His who?
Mother.
and keep the Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God. Now, somebody explain to me. Now, y'all, I know y'all think y'all smarter than God, and I know you think you're smarter than the Lord God, and I know you think you're smarter than the gods. But somebody explain to me why this word isn't written this way. If man means everybody, this is how you wouldn't have to incorporate anything in it. You would just say, ye shall fear every person, all the people, all the Hebrews. It specifies man. Then it says his mother and father. So why do we go gender specific when it all means man? So why wouldn't it just be every man has to obey his father? And cover everything. All male.
Yeah. That's right.
It's all male.
Yeah.
But because this word is specific in what it's saying, this word is saying something to a select group of people. Now, I'm going to say this just so that I know you're living in today's times and in this wicked society. Listen to me. When we were a people and we knew each other and we knew our rules, our laws, our statutes, our judgments, our gods were the bomb.
All praise.
They knew they were gods. They operated as gods. They knew. There was no bullshitting with the gods. Now, they're silly women. It didn't say silly gods. Because everybody is not a god like the gods of Israel. And not the gods of Levi
All praise.
either. So, there wasn't this foolishness that has been embedded in the women of this society. And I'm a firm believer because I know, listen to me. Me came up in a household, my mother, and I wouldn't even say she was super strict, but my mother didn't allow certain things. There were certain TV shows I couldn't watch. There's certain things I couldn't go and do. I couldn't do certain things till I was 16. There was just a lot of rules in my house. Everybody didn't come up with rules. Everybody that I knew didn't come up with rules. Why are you got to be in at a certain time? Why? Well, my mother worked at General Motors in the evening. She was on third shift, second shift, and she had to be at work at 3:30. I got out of school at 4 o'clock. I had to get off the bus, get home, and get in the house. She would call, and we didn't have no cell phone. We didn't have these kind of phones. We had phones with the cords on them. So I couldn't be sitting in the backyard and answer the phone and act like I'm, someplace else. I had to be in the house, in the living room, in the kitchen, or in her bedroom where the telephone was and answer the phone. So there are a lot of setups that are different for us. I'm going to say certain ones of us. We did not come up the way others came up. And me don't know everybody's life. Me don't know everybody's story. Me don't know what everybody has gone through. Some of y'all have gone through, y'all been drugged from one end of this hell to another end of this hell. The prophetess doesn't know that because that wasn't the prophetess' life. The prophetess was an only child to her mother. And my mother was and I guess the Lord had her be that way. Very, 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 very protective of me. I was the only child she had. She had a son after me, but he died. He was a mingle, and the Lord took him with SIDS, and I guess that was the way she wanted it. She didn't want him growing up with me. So me say all that to say to you, just because you have met a silly woman doesn't mean she's of Levi.
All praise.
Okay? You're going to run into silly women because that's what you're going to be. See, and another thing you got to also understand too, most silly men are not looking for college professors. You get what you're looking for. You find that thing you're attracted to. A child looks for toys. A child likes to play. A child wants someone on their level. A child's not looking for a mother figure or what y'all call a mother figure or someone that's going to have a solid foundation. I want to play. So you'll know the difference between silly women. You know, there are some men who can't decipher between the two. They just assume that all the women that they were attracted to and all the women that they had are all the same. There is no two women that are the same. All praise. There are no two that are the same. So all that being said, it's just to let you know that mother is very specific. And when she uses words, she's using those words for a reason. She's not using those words just because, oh, well, you can make it mean whatever you want it to mean. I can't make mother and father mean anything other than mother and father. Okay? All praise. Let's move on to the next one. We're on 3, I think. 3. Let's see if this one helps a little bit. Judges 21:21. And see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out and dance in dancing, then come ye out of the vineyards and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh and go to the land of Benjamin. That is so I mean, everybody, that's so clear. I understand that. Well, of course, that would be said that way. No. If God uses daughters, wife, mother, women, gods, spirits, wisdom, she's talking about women. When she says man, fool, the list goes on, y'all. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna do that. That's what I'm here for. But I'll praise. I'm telling you now. Y'all better learn something. She's talking to men. So we're gonna clear up some of the blurred lines about how to read the Bible when you're reading it. Let's look at 4. Let's skip 4. Let's skip 4. Let's go to 5. Let's do 5. Look at 5 here. Things you should think hard on. Now think about this. Numbers 23:19 says, God is not a man. Okay? God is not a man. So that should take care of it. But it doesn't for some people because they don't, I don't know. It's been the lie. I guess the lie did it. That he should lie, because you see he, and you don't understand. You have to do your research and understand words. That he should lie. Neither the Son of Man, that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Now, I need to make sure everybody's clear with this, because I'm gonna go to some other scriptures. If God says, I am not a man, aren't there other species in the world?
Yes.
Well, the main 2. Let's look at the rewrite. Let's look at 6. Let's look at 6. So, just to be clear, this is not the word. This is adding to. But I'm going to have to add here to show you something. Why doesn't it say this? Think about it. God is not a man or a woman. God's making it very clear to you, I am not a man or a woman. Huh? Shouldn't it? That he should lie. Neither the son or daughter of man. Now, why would God leave out woman? You see, God couldn't say she was not a woman, that she could lie. Because women can lie. Women have had to use lies for many of things. But God couldn't say she wasn't a woman because she is a woman.
Praise.
She couldn't even break it down and say, like I got it written, a man or a woman, because the woman is from her.
Praise.
So she just completely left her out. She left her out. Because a lot of people don't understand the power of the gods, and we haven't gotten into all that yet, but gods have power. They literally have power, y'all. Y'all only know about Superman, Batman, the Green Hornet, and I think they threw one black one in there, the Black Panther, whatever. Y'all only know about the fictional life of a god, as these people claim to be powerful. God's not going to diminish her power in any way. She would be diminishing her power if she spoke of woman.
All praise.
She's not going to diminish her power. So let's go back up there to, which one was it? 3 that we had to wait on. I wanted to wait. No, 4. It was 4. Let's look at 4. God makes it clear she's not a man. So let's look at Isaiah 47:3. And this is what is going to cause the weeping and gnashing of teeth. This is what's going to cause the crying and the wailing and the screaming and the hollering and no, this can't be, this cannot be. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Listen, y'all waiting on a man to come. They got Jesus and Buddha and you name it, and all these. They got a Most High they think is a man that's coming, and God said, "I'm not going." Let me express this to you. You can go to Ancient Aliens all you want. God deals with male and female, man and woman. And when she tells you she's not coming as a man, there's only one other thing she can come as.
All praise.
And she didn't say she wasn't coming as one.
All praise.
Okay? Take it or leave it. Me really don't care. I'm going to bring it to you, whether you understand it or not, like it, or whatever the case may be. You're going to hear it from me. Because it's time now, y'all. We're getting down to the wire. We're literally getting down to the wire. You have the prophetess before you. The Lord God is talking to you, teaching you, and training you. But there's going to come a day where y'all going to be searching for this word, and y'all going to look up, and this lady is not going to be there. The YouTube is going to be gone. The energy is going to be gone. The power is going to be gone. The water is going to be gone. The food is going to be gone. We're getting there. We're almost there. And for Levi and Judah to still be looking for a man to return to them, your shame is going to be, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a big old giant screen for the whole world to see. All eyes are going to see. They're going to see you. And it's not going to be any of that, oh, but I'm sorry, I didn't. Nope. The way a tree falleth is the way it shall remain, baby. There'll be no changing. So she's giving you this fourth generation to get it right. God couldn't tell you to remember something if you didn't already know. No mother calls their child before them and tells them to remember what she said that she did not say. No mother tells a child, well, go to our house. You remember where it's at. And then you look at the child and say, well, we never lived in a house. We don't have a house. You have to remember. There's things that, what is your name? When they go into, you've been in the hospital before and they ask you, how many fingers do you see and all that stuff. What is your name? Well, they're asking you to do. They're asking you to remember. Remember. So you have to have known your name in order to remember your name. So all these things that we're hearing out of the mouth of the prophetess right now are things that you already knew. You just got to let them get down inside your heart and your soul and remember. It's important to remember. So all praise to the Most High God of Israel, who is a woman. She says, I ain't no man. I know it's sad. It's hard to wake up to. You got the gods accepting that their God was a man and everything. All this greatness was done by men, and all Mother talks about in the Bible is the foolishness of a man. But we never was told these things. But we're finding out now. And we love our men. We want the best for our men. We are trying to put before them the truth so that they can grow and they can learn. We don't grow. We don't do it that way. Women sharpen iron. Iron sharpens iron. But men can grow. They can grow into the understanding. They came from the dirt. They like a plant. Water them and they'll grow. I'll pray. That's why, hey, I'll pray. That's good to take a bath. Get that water on you and wash yourself. Wash yourself so you can grow. I'll pray. Love you so much, family. This is a test class. We want to see, we're going to upload this to YouTube to see if this is better for us than going live. But I'll praise to the Most High. Enjoy your Sabbath and get some rest. I hope you get it on the Sabbath because now we got to go through the uploading process with YouTube. Takes forever. But I'll praise this. Love you, love you, love you. Shalom. Happy Sabbath. Yay. Happy Sabbath.